Here with Lane Napier to preview the 2021 Concordia football season, and as we record it, about a couple weeks away from the first official game of the season. No, you had a decision to make after last season. Of course, you've graduated. You could have moved on, but what was the thought process that you went through to decide to come back and play again?
I don't know. To be honest, I just wasn't ready to grow up yet. I don't know. Football's been kind of part of life for a long time, and knowing that we had the opportunity to come back another year and play. I mean, there wasn't a lot of kids that gave that up. A lot of kids took advantage of it, and I just think being with the guys was one of the main reasons for coming back.
And I know you battled through some injury last year, and obviously everybody went through the protocols related to COVID-19. There still are some measures in place, but how would you describe how unique last season was, and maybe how that played into your decision? It didn't feel like a full season maybe either.
Yeah, we were lucky that we got to play as many games as we did. I know there's a lot of other conferences that didn't, but it was definitely just a weird year with having to quarantine. I think we did a really good job of making sure that our coaches were always on us to wear the mask, watch your hands, do all that. So I think we did a pretty good job keeping COVID kind of out of our football program. I know we had a couple times that came in and we guys sat out and they did what they did to need to come back, and I think it just all worked out.
You reached 400 tackles in your career last season, despite some of those things you went through, and maybe you have a shot at 500 now this season. But what did that milestone mean to you?
It was pretty awesome. It was the last game of the year, and someone told me I needed 11, and I didn't really know that. And after the game, one of the coaches came up and said that they had me down for 12, and so it was just cool to see how hard I worked and how it's come back and paid off for me.
And now coming back an extra year also gives you a chance to be teammates with your little brother too. What was your reaction when you learned his final decision was to come to Concordia?
I was pretty stoked. I like the guys here. I've had a fun 4 years. When I wouldn't trade for the world, I wouldn't go anywhere else, do anything different. I just know that we really didn't know he was looking at Concordia, and he kind of did his verbal commitment and called my parents. They had no clue about it, and so it was awesome because it was just his decision. He didn't have anyone persuading him, so this was you could tell this is where he wanted to be at.
And with the gap in age, you probably never have really been teammates.
No, I played with my older brother my freshman year in high school, but he was just 1 year younger, so we missed that. But I think now it's gonna be a cool experience.
Defensively, what were you pleased with that went well last year, and what do you guys want to do better?
I think defensively and offensively, it kind of goes both ways. We came out of the start of the season and we were feeling good. I think we went 4-0 right away, and then we hit that last half of the season, and I think we just kind of got complacent with who we were and what we were doing as a program. And when we started facing some of them tougher teams, we realized that that stuff wasn't going to work, and that there was more, and we were going to have to try harder if we wanted something to turn around.
Obviously you signed up for a fifth year, and you said you wouldn't want to be at another program, but what is it? Maybe you could expand a little on what makes it special to be part of Concordia football.
I just think it's and this is kind of something everyone says for the football team. It's kind of like a brotherhood, but staying here this summer, staying here last summer, you see the guys who are putting in the work in the program, and you see them every day, you hang out with them every day, they become your friends, and it's kind of like I don't want to give up on you, you don't give up on me kind of mindset.
I know there's some other fifth-year guys on the defensive side of the ball too. What have you noticed so far this preseason? I mean, what are some of the takeaways that give you some reason for optimism?
I think experience. We have, like you said, with the fifth years coming back, we have a lot of experience out on the field, and I think it's helping us be able to teach younger kids and kind of get them caught up on the speed, because I know coming in freshman year is very difficult to just jump in and start going, and so with having a bunch of us fifth years and even the normal seniors that we've played, I think it's kind of helping that they can focus on the young kids instead of just kind of throwing them in and saying learn as you go.
I think in one of our previous interviews you talked about you like fishing, and you have some spots maybe in the area since last football season ended. Do you have any good fishing stories or big catches?
Yeah, I had one in particular. It was kind of the start of summer, and it was just a little farm pond, and I went out there towards later on in the evening, and I caught a very nice bass, and I was so shaky. I called my dad right away. It was just something I was like, I gotta tell someone. So I called him, and he answered, and he honestly thought something was wrong with me, because as I was talking, my voice was shaking, and so I told him, and it's kind of just a funny story now that whenever he goes out and he catches something, he calls me, and it's kind of just how it goes.
Did you throw it back?
Yep.
Okay. So maybe somebody
Yeah,
else
so hopefully someone else can catch it, yep.
Well, being here a fifth year, you delayed whatever is next in your life. What is the dream job, I guess, for you after college?
I don't know. A dream job's hard to describe, but I know that after taking the classes here that I like finance. I like business administration, being part of a business, but also playing sports. I think I kind of want something that's related and ties into each other. That way, I'm not just stuck in the office the whole time. There's stuff I can get out and do, or there's sports teams that I can relate with and still be part of, and kind of get the best of both worlds on those two.